I know you think you're experiencing deja vu right now, but you're not.
On The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne the God went in on Memphis Grizzlies superstar Ja Morant for being recorded on video appearing to hold a firearm as his friend Devontae Pack went live on Instagram.
Ja, when everyone talks about what you have to lose, the key word in that statement is you. Okay, when this story is told in the future and we talk about one of the biggest fumbles we've ever seen in the history of life, we're not going to say Devontae Pack fumbled the bag. We're not going to say T. Morant fumbled the opportunity. No, all the credit for that is going to go to you, Ja Morant.
He's not wrong. Then Charlamagne takes aim at someone like Will Cain, a staunch Donald Trump supporter and Fox News host, who clamors to Morant's Second Amendment rights.
I hear y'all out there saying, why can't he own a gun in America? What's wrong with that? Let me be the first to tell y'all, shut the F up forever. Of course you can own a gun in America. We 2A all day, but that's not what this is about. This is about you needing to stop speaking about this from your perspective, okay? Because what you're not understanding is Ja is not just an individual, he's a business. And in business, there's morality clauses, and anything a company feels is damaging to the brand is in violation of that morality clause. And Ja is also the face of the NBA. In the NBA, violation of the morality clause is anything that is harmful to relationships with fans, sponsors, and broadcast partnerships. All of y'all out there saying there's nothing wrong with Ja waving a gun, none of y'all are the potential face of the NBA.
Morant flashing a piece for the second time after he went on the apology tour, vowed to do better, went to rehab for a few days. All of it was nothing more than his PR team working their tails off to repair his image.
The best apology is change behavior.
Ja, this isn't your brand. You're not a gangster. You're not a rapper. In fact, all the gangsters in the world, all the rappers in the world would trade places with you in a heartbeat. All right, this is what I don't understand. You trying to be them when they would love to be you. Life is a matter of choices, and every choice you make makes you. And you about to make yourself one of the most tragic stories in NBA history if you don't figure it out.
Charlamagne dropped the hammer. The question is now, what happens next? First, the Memphis Grizzlies had to act, so they did. They suspended him from all team activities. An investigation is underway. NBA spokesman Mike Bass also weighed in. When he filmed him on his own IG Live in Colorado, questions surfaced of whether Morant brought a gun on a team plane. That would have triggered an automatic 50-game suspension. The fallout was immediate.
Adam Silver, there was some leniency in that 8-game suspension with Ja Morant, that he met with him in the league office. He took Ja Morant at his word that he was contrite.
As we all did.
I'm going to show everybody who Ja really is, what I'm about, and, change this narrative.
He'd even say, I've made mistakes in the past that caused a lot of negative attention. Not only to me, but my family as well, my team, the organization, and I'm completely sorry for that. So my job now is to be more responsible, more smarter, and don't cause any of that no more. And yet here he is.
I think Ja Morant is facing a lengthy, a significant suspension to start next season. I don't think Adam Silver is going to take this one lightly.
The always insightful Dan Wetzel wrote for Yahoo Sports, the Second Amendment assures Morant's right to own firearms. It has no power over an employer setting the standards for behavior. The NBA doesn't want to be associated with gun culture. It doesn't want weapons at the workplace. That is its right. This is a precious and privileged job. Morant has managed to get in trouble without running afoul with the actual law. It isn't easy.
I've heard of NBA young boy, but you NBA dumb boy. You got to be the dumbest in the league.
Every player is an ambassador of the league and the business of the league, though. As much as Morant fills seats with his breathtaking play, he can turn customers off with these images. At least that's how the league calculates it.
I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm disgusted by the people that defended him.
These defenses came after what is a laundry list of allegations against Morant. When there was a scuffle between players from the Indiana Pacers and Memphis Grizzlies, the beef carried over postgame. Members of Indy walked to the team bus and alleged a red dot was pointed in their direction. They say it came from an SUV Morant was in at the time. The NBA investigated but could not corroborate. There would be reports of Ja Morant and his friend striking a teen basketball player after a pickup game outside the NBA star's home, which would turn violent The young hooper claims he was jumped by Ja Morant. TMZ would add on to the initial reporting, claiming Morant, once again, was seen with a firearm, this time in his waistband with his hand on the weapon. T. Morant, Ja's father, rushed to get him back inside at a local mall 4 days before the pickup game. Morant's mother had a dispute inside a finish line. She dialed Ja, who arrived with a group. The report alleged Morant stated, "Let me find out what time you get off," referring to the employee, which the security director cited as the cause of feeling threatened. They would be asked to leave by a security guard. It's alleged one person pushed the guard in the head, and 2 members of Ja's group took a, quote, aggressive fighting stance. The guard filed a police report because there would be a claim of assault via the shove to the head. Not a single arrest was made. At his sister's volleyball game, more trouble surfaced. Witnesses claim Morant's sibling got into it with a fellow student. Morant arrived with a group of friends and confronted that schoolmate. A friend of Morant's was accused of threatening teens and slapping a phone out of one of their hands at the volleyball game. No arrests were made here either. That's per the Washington Post. Javon Busby, the worker at Finish Line, claims they have security footage. There have been allegations of investigations being buried at the local level. The volleyball scuffle, the Washington Post says there is video footage of that as well. Here's a question to ponder. Where is the tape? Tapes, plural. Why haven't we seen these? What have the Memphis Grizzlies potentially done so those videos never see the light of day? All of this to say, I've seen many people speak on this and have some sort of rhetoric that is, I can't believe this is the first incident or the second incident, which it is not. This is now many incidents. At the end of the day, as Wetzel notes, Morant is a corporation. He is his own entity. He missed out on millions by not making All-NBA, which was his own undoing, which makes all of this especially sad. It is him. He is stifling his own career. He cannot get out of his own way. And quite honestly, to see someone do this and be their own downfall, sad.